If you get angry very easily, that is not just a personality trait. It means you can be controlled very easily. And that is not an insult. It is a fact, because in the middle of anger, you suddenly have a huge amount of energy. But most people waste it. They waste it on arguments, on yelling, on replaying the same conversation in their head, on trying to prove they were right. Today, I want to show you how to do the opposite. How to stop wasting your energy on conflict and start turning that energy into power, focus, and real movement in your life. Let's be honest. The moment someone triggers you, your mind does not lead. Your reaction does, your body tightens, your heart starts beating faster, your thoughts start looping, and in that moment, most people make the same mistake. They try to prove something, they try to prove they are right, they try to prove they were misunderstood, they try to prove nobody can talk to them like that. But here is the truth. The moment you start proving yourself, you already lost control, because the conflict took your attention, and attention is everything. Where your attention goes, your energy goes. Where your energy goes, your results follow. When you get angry, your body releases a powerful surge of stress energy, adrenaline, cortisol. Your system switches into high alert. That means you have fuel. The problem is, most people do not know how to use it. Imagine a car with a full tank of gas but no steering wheel. It can move fast, but only into a wall. That is what anger looks like without awareness. Your brain goes into overdrive. You stop seeing the big picture. You focus on words, tone, disrespect, old wounds, old triggers. And instead of using the energy, you burn yourself with it. And after the storm is over, you do not feel stronger, you feel empty. This is where most people get trapped. They keep living inside the conflict even after the conflict is over. The person is gone. The conversation is finished, but inside your head, the trial is still going. You replay the conversation. You imagine better answers. You think about what you should have said. You picture yourself putting them in their place. But in that moment, you are not living. You are feeding something that is already dead. And remember this, whatever you feed grows. If you feed conflict, conflict grows. If you feed your goals grow. So here is the shift. In a strong emotional moment, do not fight the emotion. Redirect it. Do not suppress it. Do not fake calm. Do not pretend you feel nothing. Instead, change the target. The second you feel triggered, ask yourself, where do I want to send this energy right now? And then do not continue the argument. Do not send the message. Do not make the call. Do not keep the inner war alive. Send that energy toward what you want to build. Money, health, strength, peace, discipline, a better life. Because the same energy that could have destroyed you can become the force that builds your future. Here is a simple line you can use in the moment. I do not give my energy to the argument. I give it to my future. Or even shorter, this is fuel. I take it back. At first it may feel unnatural because your old habit is to react. But if you do this enough times, your mind will start learning a new path. And then conflict will stop being a button someone can press. It will become training. Here is something important. When you stop emotionally feeding the conflict, the other person often loses power very quickly, because many conflicts do not survive on logic. They survive on reaction. People want your explosion. They want your defense. They want your explanation. They want your emotional collapse. But if you do not give them that hook, the game starts falling apart. That does not mean you become cold. It means you stop being controlled by someone else's emotional state. And that is where real maturity begins. Not in shouting louder, but in refusing to give your life to the place where someone wants to break you. When you learn to handle emotion this way, your whole life starts to change, because every strong emotion becomes a choice point. And in that moment, either the old version of you wins, or the new version does. The old version goes into hurt, drama, self-pity, and proving. The new version says, I am above this. I take the energy and build my future with it. And here is the part most people miss. Your reality does not change when you control everything outside. It changes when you learn to control yourself inside. That is power, not reactivity, state control. And let me be clear, do not try to look calm if you are boiling inside. That is not strength, that is suppression. And suppressed emotion always comes back later, as exhaustion, as irritation, as a breakdown. Also, do not lie to yourself and say you do not care if you do. That is self-deception. Your goal is not to never feel anger. Your goal is to stop letting anger destroy you. That is a huge difference. Awareness is not the absence of emotion. Awareness is the ability to not become its slave. So remember this. The energy is already inside you. The only question is, who gets to control it? The conflict or your purpose? If you keep feeding irritation, you become a person who lives on reactions. If you start redirecting that energy, you become a person who creates. And that is a completely different level, because your energy will either destroy your life or build a new one. So do not leave this as an idea. Test it today. The next time someone triggers you, do not react immediately. Pause, breathe, and say to yourself, I take my energy back. Then send it where you want results.